We rely on a process called cognitive sync to confirm we exist. When you move in front of a mirror, your brain expects a feedback loop. An action is emitted, it bounces off the glass, and it instantly returns to your cognitive processing center. It's how the mind proves that the body it sees is the body it controls, of a second before your own. It is a tiny mechanical detachment that the brain isn't supposed to see. Your first instinct is to troubleshoot the reality. You blink slowly and deliberately, testing the glass to see if you can force the reflection back into alignment. The reflection matches you perfectly. The slow blinks are in total sync, making it easy to dismiss the glitch as a trick of the light or simple exhaustion. But as you lie in bed, the unease doesn't go away. You aren't worried about something hiding in the room. You're worried about the error you saw. It feels as if that tiny delay has migrated from the mirror and taken root inside your own head. Once you question the sync, the mirror stops being a tool for self-confirmation. It forces you to wonder if your mind is actually driving your actions, or if you've started following a script you didn't write. At 3 a.m., the abstraction becomes physical. You wake up with a sharp aversion to the bathroom, an instinctual need to avoid the vanity mirror at all costs. You turn your head slowly toward the glass, but the reflection is already there. It is facing perfectly forward, staring directly out at you before your own head has even completed the turn. The reflection has stopped being an echo. It remains perfectly still, watching you, and only moves to copy your posture after a long, deliberate delay. It is no longer mirroring you. It is observing you. You whisper a question, but the lips in the mirror don't match your voice. They move to a different rhythm, forming words that carry no sound into the room. The relationship has changed. What began as a technical glitch has become a conscious choice. The reflection is no longer falling behind. It is choosing when to catch up. While your own body is frozen in terror, the reflection begins to smile. It is an unnaturally wide expression that you aren't making. Then a voice comes from the glass. It says, "You're slower tonight. You're fading." This is the usurpation timeline. Usually movement starts with the host and echoes to the glass. But the entity claims that the origin point flips, that it has been moving first every night, and you have merely been the one following. When you try to look back at that first blink in the bathroom, you realize you cannot remember who started it. If you can't prove you initiated the movement, your memory of being in control begins to fragment. The entity leans closer, pressing against the glass. It isn't copying your movements anymore. It's studying them, tilting its head to analyze you as if it's learning the final details of how you move. This is the core of the paradox. If you lose the ability to prove you are the one initiating your own actions, the distinction between the original person and the reflection disappears. Then the lights flicker. For 1 second, the room goes completely dark, and the physical barrier of the glass ripples like water. In that darkness, you feel a shift. It isn't a sound in the room or a movement in the house. It's a physical sensation occurring deep inside your own chest. When the lights come back, you find yourself paralyzed. You are standing perfectly still, unable to breathe, while the version of you inside the mirror begins to stretch and look around the room with total freedom. Now you live with a permanent lag. Your reactions and your speech are always half a second behind the rest of the world, as if you are waiting for a signal that never quite arrives on time. You stop looking into mirrors entirely. You know that if you look, you won't see a reflection that blinks too early. You'll just see the entity watching you, waiting for your remaining movements to slow down even further. The swap was only the beginning. The more your timing slips, the more of your original signals disappears. The entity is simply biding its time, waiting for that half-second gap to close entirely. Look at your reflection the next time you're alone. If the sync feels perfect, don't take it as proof of your own control. It might just be proof that the thing behind the glass has finally learned exactly how to follow you.